since I'm back from my trip, now I'm doing a video on my trip. So, yeah, let's get into it. And here's our first train, which is a BNSF H2 Duo, right, I think a few miles right outside of Rochelle. Our next train is a train right outside of Lafayette, Illinois, with a AC44 C6M liter and a ST60E, then an ST40. Really nice lash up, and that thing was highballing. Holy crap. Now let's move on to the next train. Our next train was a GP15, just sitting there. Our next train was actually the next day because there was no action. This was a Canadian Pacific AC44CW, because yes. Next train had a Canadian Pacific GVO trail fail, and an ST70 Ace lead. Hold up a second, why are they putting the trains this close? Anyway, away from that, our next train was an Ace leader with a GVO second. And here's our next train with a Canadian Pacific AC44CW Duo. And if you hear a car run in the background, that's my grandpa trying to get a horn show from the crew. But nice try, Grandpa, if you're watching this. Yep, that was me almost fumbling a insane Doppler effect video. But that was a GVO. Oh my god, that's a fire intermodal. Anyway, with a Canadian Pacific GVO leading and a KCS GVO trailing second. Yep, again, I almost fumbled another train. The leader was a ET44AC in the Union Pacific. And if you think there's going to be NDPU, well, you're actually wrong because you are crazy and this is actually a local. I think. Yep, that's a local. I don't know what the local symbol is, but this is in Stanton, Texas, with a AC44 C6M going long hood forward. Here we are in Bishop, Texas, passing the Bishop factory with some really cool power, a MP15 GMTX locomotive. Here you guys are in for a treat. A wind turbine train comes down the line with a BNSF H3 GVO leader and a -9 in H2 with some blades going to I don't know where, but there goes the local. You guys are probably like, you're actually lying? That's not a local, that's a manifest. Well, since the Brownsville sub is completely dead, besides KCS, there's only one train per day, and that's a local, which is this train right here. But that's most of the times there's one train per day, because sometimes there's as-needed trains that need to go through from Brownsville. Here we are passing the KCS Corpus Christi Yard, where there is a BNSF-9 in H2 doing something. I don't know what it's doing, but yeah. Here we are passing this rock train right outside of Robstown with a SD60 Duo from Canadian Pacific. And here's our next train, which is in Robstown. You maybe remember this place. And yes, this is where I caught the local. And there's the NDPU, which is a Kansas City Southern GVO.
No, you stay there, you're fine.
We're going to KCS. And there's the local again, heading from Kingsville, going to Corpus Christi. Going out to eat somewhere with some family, and the local comes again. I can't stop catching this local. This thing is following me. I can't stop catching this local. It's driving me crazy. Holy crap. When we were going to Robstown, our trailer tire blew out. I helped replace it, and guess what decides to come again? Yep, that's the local again for the 50th time. This thing won't stop following me. Stop following me. Alright, hopefully it does not come again. Oh my god, it came again! Alright, we are in Missouri and we see this coal drag instead of the local because we are now in Missouri, which means the local is out of my reach. And there's the AC 4460. Alright, now we are in Branson, Missouri. And here we are going to the Branson Scenic Railway. Which, if you guys are going to Branson, I recommend you guys to go on the Scenic Railway. This railway is amazing. Anyway, roll the clips.
In the center of the mountain on October 22nd, 1904. After all was said and done, that made the Cricket Tunnel sit at 2,748 feet long. With all of this railroad history between these two tunnels, it's no surprise that in 2007 they were both officially added to the National Registry of Historic Places, forever leaving their mark on Ozark history.
Since there's copyrighted music, I'll talk about the locomotive that's currently in this video. That's a GP10 from the Mount Rainier Railway, which was given to them July 2nd, which is in the Milwaukee Road Hiawatha paint scheme, which is honestly really cool. And the units in the pictures are FP9 from the MARC commuter rail service, which was originally from the B&O and which was rebuilt 2 times. The GP30 in the pictures is also an ex-B&O locomotive. I don't know when it was delivered, so yeah.
This time. And here we are. Welcome to the Barren Fork Trestle. Now, like I said, we're coming to a stop over here because this is going to be our return point back to Branson.
Well, that's all the trains in this trip. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to this channel. See you guys next time. Goodbye.
That you give to someone else. Every sometimes I realize it's for yourself. Wish I'm having sin issues, we were meant to walk this road. You can do it by your own, don't ever bet for someone